Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be taking a look at an article from The Hill. Now this was published on January 17th. It's written by Naomi Jagoda. Warren praises IRS move to expand tax relief for people with discharged student loans. Now, I don't think that they should get any tax relief or anything like that. These people made a choice. They chose to go to a college. They chose to get themselves into debt. They chose their useless, shitty ass fucking degree program that would not lead to them having marketable skills. That's on them. Why should the taxpayer have to pick up the burden of their own stupidity? It's really that simple. But leave it to Warren to, exploit anything she can. Let's get into the article here, because, this is an oozy article. It made me woozy, but yeah, it's a doozy, I should say. Oh, God. Senator Elizabeth Warren, a Democratic presidential candidate, on Friday praised the IRS and Treasury Department's decision to provide tax relief to more people with discharged student loans. Yeah. To me, that's wrong. They should not get any relief, in all honesty. Even if they were if the college was shady, the college themselves should be the ones footing the bill. If they got these people to somehow give their money away fraudulently. Just saying. Otherwise, these people were stupid enough to sign on the dotted line. It's their responsibility. Predatory for-profit colleges have cheated hundreds of thousands of students who are trying to build a future, and those student loan borrowers shouldn't have to pay taxes on their canceled student loans. Well, Warren said in a statement released by her Senate office. Well, here's the thing. They're not predatory with these colleges, okay? To be predators, they have to be going after these people. Colleges have more people applying to them, unless you're that college, in Washington State there. Oh, God, what the hell's the name of it? That their leftist spectacular mentality caused enrollment to drop like a stone. That one you don't have any problem getting in. They're desperate to get people. But every other college out there, they get more people applying than they have openings for. How is that predatory? It's not like they're going after these people. The people are willingly going, hey, I want to give you my money. I want to go there. I want to get a college education from you. I want to take New Age tarot card reading from you, even though it'll never be a marketable skill for me. I mean, seriously. And of course they're for profit. It's pretty much always, well, the idea is they were reasonable about it, but now they've become like large corporate, structures on their idea of making profit. It used to be they would make a little bit of money, okay? Now it's, we got to make bank. But it's also the fact of, you've got students that want the quote-unquote college experience, and they are looking to try to provide it. So they throw all these additional perks in with colleges that weren't there when I went, okay? Or when someone else went, or 30, I mean, hell, I went like 20 some odd years ago. But a lot of these perks that they have now with all this shit on campus, it's ridiculous. They got these gourmet coffee shops and all this other shit. They've got a student culture, we'll say, of consumerism. And they're selling that experience. And these students are eating it up. And they're stupid enough to pay top dollar for it. I successfully fought for the tax exemption granted to students defrauded by Corinthian College in 2015, and I'm glad Treasury and the IRS are expanding these guidelines to protect more students from additional hardship. Now, the thing is if the college goes belly up, you should, before you invest your money into something, make sure that you are, at least on the note of college, going to one that isn't about to go tits up. I mean, that's kind of on you. If you choose to go to a college and they go tits up, that is on you. But Elizabeth Warren, oh, no, you can't be responsible for making a bad decision and choosing a shitty college that couldn't stay in business. They paid for an education. They paid for services rendered. They got services rendered. The school went belly up. That doesn't mean they should be absolved of paying for those services that were rendered. Oh, God. The Treasury and the IRS on Wednesday released guidance under which certain taxpayers with discharged student loans will not have to report the loan amounts as income on their federal tax returns. But they... well, technically it's not income anyway. They really shouldn't be, yeah, but... I mean, I don't see why that's considered income. But it's how it's written, and I don't agree with this, that they should just get a free fucking pass. If they get a free pass, then everyone should get a free pass, and it's not right for everyone to get a free pass. The guidance applies to taxpayers whose loans were discharged by the Department of Education because they were attending a school that closed or one of that engaged in misconduct that violated state laws. It also applied to taxpayers whose private loans were discharged because of legal settlements against schools and certain private lenders. Well, the thing is the loans were discharged. They should be paid off. And if they're paid off, there shouldn't be a need to report this as quote-unquote income in the first place. So how are they carrying these loans and getting a free fucking ride on them still? That makes no sense. The guidance is an expansion of earlier guidance that Treasury and the IRS issued that provided tax relief to students who had discharged loans that had been used to finance attendance at the now defunct for-profit Corinthian College and American Career Institutes. And they went to a fly-by-night college. They chose a fly-by-night college, and then they took out a shit ton of loans to go to a fly-by-night college. That's kind of on them. Oh. But yet, they should get a free fucking pass for being idiots deciding to go to a fly-by-night college. I mean, in New Hampshire, okay, there was kind of a college like that, Hesser College. It then became, Mount Washington. And a lot of people sunk good money after bad to get useless degrees from Hesser. And then to get useless degrees from Mount Washington. I don't see them whining and crying and going, help me, I want my loans absolved, I want them discharged. No, they paid their loans. They paid their dues. But you see, this millennial generation, they can't do that. They're stupid enough, all right, to bend over backwards to get into a college to take a useless degree. Not all, obviously. But the majority of them, that's why you see all these people with college degrees flipping burgers and making coffee and shit like that, because they took useless programs. They should be, in Warren's eyes, absolved of their debt. They made poor choices. That's on them. It's not our responsibility to take responsibility for them being morons. It just doesn't work like that. But that's how she's trying to earn votes. Oh, well, you were too stupid. I mean, she's literally, it's these low expectations with like the voters. Well, you were too stupid to make good decisions. We should absolve you of your student debt. And we should pay for all you idiots to go to college, okay, taking degrees that don't benefit our nation or society. That's what she wants to do, just to earn votes. And this allows her to play into that. It's ridiculous. Warren was one of several Democratic lawmakers who had pushed the agencies to issue that earlier guidance, providing tax relief to students whose loans were discharged after their schools had defrauded them or closed. Now, here's the thing. Being a fly-by-night college, you aren't necessarily defrauding them. Okay, I want to know what they're talking about defrauding these students. What are you exactly talking about? They made a bad choice. They chose a shitty college that closed down. That's on them. That's not defrauding them. If they didn't look into the economic health of the college they're going to, that's kind of on them. Especially if it's like this pop-up fly-by-night shit. Which, if I remember correctly, oh God, what was that name again? Oh God, where is it? The one that was associated with, that sparked all this. But yeah, that company, the ones that was cheating the people that they mentioned earlier. Okay, I can't remember the name, and I'm having problems finding it in the article, which is just funny when it's right there in front of me. But the thing is, it was a fly-by-night, like, get anyone can get a degree type fucking setup. It was, this ridiculous thing. People signed up. It wasn't like a real school per se. That's your own stupidity if you do that. It's like the idea of the episode of King of the Hill where that really slow guy and Peggy Hill and a bunch of other people, they're not too bright and they get convinced by this guy that they're really bright and they give him a shit ton of money and he's trying to defraud them. Same exact principle. That's on them for not being smart enough to realize that they were paying a fly-by-night institution. And I'm using that term institution very loosely. Warren, a top-tier White House hopeful, pledged earlier this week to take executive action to cancel most student loans if elected. Which is complete bullshit. Who is she to wipe their debt and make it so that the people who it's owed to don't get it, whether it be the government or a private institution, which most loans are backed by the government when it comes to student loans. So basically, she wants the taxpayer to pay for these idiots taking shitty college, programs on, gender studies and this particular racist studies and that particular racist studies and New Age tarot card reading and all this other stupid shit. She wants the people, you and me, to pay for their stupidity. Because she's going to buy their vote with it. It's so ridiculous. That's what she's doing. She's trying to buy their votes. That's all that is. She doesn't care. Anyway, covered this well enough. I'm just going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.